really wish I could understand why nobody out here on the road knows how to do the speed limit, or at least close enough to it that you're not being a menace. Like everything from cars to trucks. Like it's ridiculous. Like, why the hell is everybody in such a big fucking hurry? It seems like the last 5 years, like even before the pandemic, people were like, fuck the speed limit, I'm gonna go as fast as I want. And never getting pulled over. Like, seriously, people, come on. Especially you semi-truck drivers. I don't know how many times I've seen close calls or had them, and had I not been doing the speed limit, I would have been in an accident. Like going through Memphis, there's been numerous times where I've been cut off, or people have just slammed on their brakes in the middle of going down the road. And had I not been doing the speed limit for posted for trucks, which is 55, and you got fuckers out here doing probably 75 through Memphis, I would have ended up hitting and probably crushing a couple cars. I would have ended a few people had I not been doing the speed limit. I don't know how many times I've been going through Illinois, somewhere in this section of road, and there'll be a brake check. And had I not been one of the guys doing the speed limit, which over here it's 70. Alright, my truck does 69. So I'm doing the speed limit. I wouldn't have ever stopped in time. But you've got all these numbskulls out here, or that are just like, I'm going to push the pedal to the floor and drive as fast as this truck will go. I'm like, why? Why do you people drive like imbeciles? Are you cutting your schedule that tight that you've got to go as fast as that truck will go to get there on time? Because if you are, you need to reschedule shit. Work smart, not hard. Use the lump 3 feet above your ass for more than a hat rack. And it always seems like it's these foreigners out here. And I don't mean like the black people or the Mexicans. I mean like they look like they just got off the boat from fucking Nigeria, South America, fucking Philippines. Like today, I was going through Indianapolis, and this little Asian dude was riding my ass. Riding, like if I had to slam on the brakes, he would have killed me. Because he would have hit my trailer and shoved it into my cab. Or it might have killed him. I'm not sure how the physics of that works. That was pretty much empty. And he rode my ass. Because I was doing the speed limit, which was 55, through the center of Indianapolis. Rode my ass. Tried to pass me, ran up on my left side, and had to stop and back off because of a car. And right there, dumbass don't know what he's doing. You're not supposed to pass on the right for that reason. And then he finally got back over to the right lane and passed me and took off. Had to have been doing 70. Had to have. That's my pre-pass. Scales are closed here. And then you get all these numbskulls that are playing with their phone. And I don't mean they're playing with their phone. I mean they're playing with their phone. I'm like, really, people? Really? Are walk across parking lots and truck stops. Their hand is glued to their eyes are glued to their phone. Like they can't walk across the parking lot without scrolling. So aggravating. So annoying. Like right now, I got a truck flying up on my left. Two of them. Like I forgot to put my cruise back on to 69. And they've gotten all pissy. Now they're going to fly by. Mr. Volvo having to go fast, which I get most people do the 5 over, that's fine. These people aren't doing 5 over. They're doing like 10, if not 15. And you may be like, how do you know this? Because they come up from behind me and they're outpacing me. Because, like, they come up, like, they come up from, like, they're this small in my mirror, and they're passing me, and then they disappear out of sight. I'm like, am I just sitting fucking still? Like, am I not moving? Like, is this tachometer wrong in this truck? These imbeciles think that I'm not going fast enough? So I would really love to know, like, what the fuck's up? But then you get the impatient ones that'll get up and they'll be like this far from someone's ass. Because nobody knows what safe following distance is out here. Nobody. And they'll sit there and they'll ride their ass and they're like, well, they're not going fast enough for me. I want to go faster. And they'll bob over and like, oh, there's a truck there. That's why they're still in the left lane. And then the cars do it. Missouri around the exit 12 zone. Hey, Echo Box, where you at? You on tonight? Where you at, Echo Box? Come on now. You're not going to leave me hanging, are you? Come on, Echo Box. Where you at? Come on. I call him that because he's got he calls it his big radio, and he has this echo effects that he always has on. And you think he's so big and bad because he's got a radio that can outperform mine. Is that you, Echo Box? What's going on with your radio? Oh, it's squeaky tonight. You know I come through here about 4 times a week. I gotta bug you when I do. What, no echoes tonight? No echoes? I can burn them down. There he is. Alright, I was just making sure it was the right person. You know, I love just bugging the hell out of you. You do something to your mic, you've got some squeak going on. I hear it when you get close to your echo ending. Say that again. That's better. Not so much that like nails on chalkboard squeak.
Yeah, that's when I turned my echo all the way up.
Okay, I was just making sure because I was like, man, he's not blowing up his radio trying to aggravate me, is he?
No, I just got a big old lollipop and I did echoes all around what I'm saying. It's too close to it. It's kind of making me feel wrong.
Well, I'd appreciate if you didn't do that. I've got one of these external radios in the truck, and that is just god awful on my ears. I'm trying to get down here to Matthew Park for the night so I get down to Memphis tomorrow and turn around and come back this way. Oh, I'm always careful. I'm one of these company guys that's governed. Well, me being on the move, ain't no one ever talking except the guys that are on skip that are way out of my range that just say the same 3 words that get on my nerves.
Yeah, there's one guy that speaks this stuff all day.
You talking about Mud Duck or Walmart?
Mud Duck and Walmart.
Like, I ain't got nothing against them getting on the radio, but come on now, don't be just tying up this one or saying the same 3 words or 3 sentences. Like, change it up.
Yeah, he comes back and talks about the same thing. I mean, what's that word he says? Back in something.
Which one? Well, that was interesting. I think I finally wore this guy down. It's been about a month. I'm usually coming through here at about 8:30, 9 o'clock, give or take, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think I've worn him down. I actually got a conversation because usually he's trash talking and talking about mothers, and there for a while he was calling us dirty truckers. Yeah, I think I finally wore him down by poking him every time I come through. Which, hey, that's what you got to do. I don't mind people that get on and talk on the radio. Whether you're mobile, base station, fucking intercontinental, Just don't do Mud Duck. Don't do Walmart out of Cali. Have a conversation. Don't get on and say the same 4 words, which is usually it's their handle, some numbers, where they're from, and some stupid lingo that makes them sound like Cool Man Jack from back in the day. Like, they're all acting like they're damn disc jockeys or radio DJs. Like, you're talking on a CD, and you're on 19. For the love of God, they're always on 19. There's 40 channels, people, 40! And I'm willing to bet you'd get better range or better clarity going up or down. For the love of God, these people that just get on to just play damn parrot. Like, that's the equivalent of what they're doing. They're playing parrot. I figured I'd get on here and do a little something since it's been about a week since I've really did anything, because life of a trucker that runs the same thing every week, it kind of gets dull. But I'm getting close to my stop for the night. I'm going to get off here, and I will try to post this tonight, which it'll be just a short, throw together, nothing special, nothing fancy. But hey, I'm still here, guys. If you stick through to this part, here's your useless, abstract knowledge. Cat penises have barbs. Cat penises have barbs. Well, that was interesting. I think I finally wore this guy down. It's been about a month. I'm usually coming through here at about 8:30, 9 o'clock, give or take, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think I've worn him down. I actually had a conversation, because usually he's trash talking and talking about mothers, and there for a while he was calling us dirty truckers. Yeah. I think I finally wore him down by poking him every time I come through. Which, hey, that's what you gotta do. I don't mind people that get on and talk on the radio, whether you're mobile, base station, fucking intercontinental. Just don't do Mud Duck. Don't do Walmart out of Cali. Have a conversation. Don't get on and say the same 4 words, which is usually it's their handle, some numbers, where they're from, and some stupid lingo that makes them sound like Cool Man Jack from back in the day. Like, they're all acting like they're damn disc jockeys or radio DJs. Like, you're talking on a CD, and you're on 19. For the love of God, they're always on 19. There's 40 channels, people, 40! And I'm willing to bet you'd get better range or better clarity going up or down. For the love of God, these people that just get on to just play damn parrot. Like, that's the equivalent of what they're doing. They're playing parrot. I figured I'd get on here and do a little something since it's been about a week since I've really did anything, because life of a trucker that runs the same thing every week, it kind of gets dull. But I'm getting close to my stop for the night. I'm going to get off here, and I will try to post this tonight, which it'll be just a short, throw together, nothing special, nothing fancy. But hey, I'm still here, guys. If you stick through to this part, here's your useless, abstract knowledge. Cat penises have barbs. Cat penises have barbs. Hey guys, it's Wednesday morning. Yeah, it's still morning. It's not quite noon. leaving Hino. I guess I'll just go ahead and start bitching, because that's about all this is gonna be. Because it's flabbergasting me. Like, I pull out of this place, and the people that come into the yard just basically have to acknowledge the guard shack lady there. She writes down your name, or writes down your truck number and your trailer number, and you keep going. Well, obviously, you can do that from the far side of their lane from her. It's only going out that you really got to talk to her, because you got to tell her what you're taking. Because 9 times out of 10, you're coming in empty, and everybody else that's running in and out of there are usually yard dog guys. But it seems like every time there's a guy that comes in that's like doing yard dog move stuff from the warehouse to the Hino, they pull up right alongside the guard shack. Even though they saw me pull up on the left to talk to them, like I pulled up before he came in the gate. And he sits on the left. Or he comes in and just parks on the left, just dead stop. And then, to top it off, he locks his truck door. Like, he takes the extra minute and a half after climbing out of the truck and all that, because it's an older guy, locks his truck door in a yard. And then he moseys on down back behind the trailer over to the guard shack, like blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, one, you obviously saw that I was leaving and I was already on the left side so that I could talk directly to the yard shack, which still baffles me. But then you get out and you lock your door? Like, in the key, like uses the key to lock the door. Like, what is up with that? Like, this ain't Chicago, this ain't Atlanta, this ain't New York. Like, that drives me crazy. Like, I don't know why it bugs me, but like, it's just like, really? Like, it'll be the middle of the day at a Love's or a Pilot, and I've stopped in to do whatever. And I'll see these guys get out of these Cascadias or these Volvos, and they got a spare key in their pocket, and they get out, and then they lock the door with the key, and I'm like, really? Really? You think you're the prime target in this little middle of nowhere truck stop, that someone's going to want to break into your truck on the fuel island? On the fuel island. Like, it drives me up the wall. I don't know why, but it does. Yeah, that's the one thing I hate about coming in and out of Hino. The guys coming in are always being dumbasses by parking right there in front of the shack, seeing that I'm trying to leave and I need to talk to the shack lady. And most of the time, they don't even offset themselves to the left or the right to make it room so people can get in and out while they're sitting there. No, they park just dead middle in the road. Like, they ain't got no common sense. But like, I keep forgetting, like, they stopped handing that out at birth like 20 years ago. Common sense isn't a thing anymore. We got all these damn warning labels and safety tags. Like, people joke that we need a purge. Like the movie, like once a year, one day a year, everybody can just do whatever the fuck they want for 24 hours. No, fuck the purge. Fuck the purge. We just need to start taking warning labels off shit. Take the warning labels off shit and let Mother Nature cull the herd. Because I'm sorry. I don't remember who it was, but I remember listening to a comedian talk about how, like, 50 years ago we didn't have all these nut allergies and these what is it, the wheat allergy, what the fuck is it, fuck, I forget it. Someone's gonna tell me. But it's flavor, in my opinion. I call it the flavor. They're allergic to flavor. Like, and her joke is that back in the day, you couldn't reproduce unless you were a contributing member of society. Like, the bums and the hobos never got the girl. The bums and the hobos and the rejects never got a chance to reproduce. So the weaker genes kind of got killed off just for the simple fact of process of elimination. And I wholeheartedly believe in that. I really do. Now, like, I'm not talking about kill babies at birth because of defects. I'm just saying don't let the four-eyed guy that sits in a basement and collects fucking funguses for shits and giggles, that doesn't have a job, that lives off the government, like those guys. Let's just not let them reproduce until they can contribute to society. Like, let's not let every Tom, Dick, and Harry get a chance to repopulate. Because if you pay attention to the human race, the last couple of years we've kind of gotten weaker and weaker and weaker, in the sense of more people with nut allergies, more people with disorders because of common everyday foods. There's a smarter way to say what I'm saying, and I'm not the person to say it, but I'm just giving my opinion. But there's a smarter person out there that could say it better. And I'm just not the person to say it. Or say it in a way that doesn't sound like an asshole talking out his ass. But anyhow, I'm headed north again. So at least half my week's done. I'll be back.